Y'all ready for this?
I'm so excited for this betting segment, and it's just a very unique betting segment. So I also want to say or ask, how do you guys want to do this? You want to go one at a time or just let someone roll through all of theirs?
I think rolling through all of them is the best way to just keep the flow going. So go ahead, Dobbs. You can go first.
All right. I'll make mine nice and quick too. What I did is because I have the NFC East and the AFC East. I just did one for each team. So for the Giants, favorite this probably my favorite one I have because it's so ridiculous. Notably, 2017, the Saints did have the combination of offensive rookie and defensive rookie of the year. Anyways, Kadarius Toney offensive rookie of the year plus Azeez Ojulari defensive rookie of the year plus 50,000. It's in some alternate timeline it's happening, baby. It might just be ours. You never know. And then for the Eagles, I got Devontae Smith to score 10 or more regular season receiving touchdowns is plus 800. Definitely possible.
I like that one a lot.
That's like such a 50-50 one.
I mean, if you're wide receiver one walking in there and like 10 touchdowns is never out of the question. And we saw how many touchdowns he scored in college. Like, I'm sure he's talented enough to do that. Plus 800.
It's really good odds.
Yeah, give me that.
No, right. It definitely, that's like all the ones I picked, the ones I thought were like the best odds for your money. If that like makes more sense too, not just like the craziest ones. Like they were my favorites for like good value. So I got the Cowboys. We got Dak Prescott comeback player of the year and Micah Parsons defensive rookie of the year for plus 1,800. Honestly, that's like also very, very possible.
Very likely.
And for plus 1,800, I don't see why you wouldn't throw like $5 in that or something. If you're a betting man, like that's honestly a really good bet. Like
they're both favored for their respective awards right now.
No,
like,
exactly.
Sure they're both favored. So you combine both of those for plus 1,800.
Like I'll take it.
I also just want to say real quick, Dobbs, sorry. Most of these awards are probably a situation where you're just like, seems like a good hit. Just toss 10 on it or something, win like over 100.
Mm-hmm.
They're very high odds. So that being said, sorry, Dobbs, go ahead.
No, yeah, most of the ones we selected are definitely high odds. For the football team, Chase Young over 11.5. Now, this one definitely has a lot of contingencies, but again, totally possible. Chase Young over 11.5 sacks, William Jackson over 2.5 interceptions, Ryan Fitzpatrick over 2.5 rushing touchdowns, plus 2,200.
I love the ones
totally
where they're the weird odds or like the weird.
There's so many. Yeah.
And
honestly,
just like Fitzpatrick
the hardest one about that
touchdowns. Like
that's the one that I'm like least convinced about. Honestly, I think William Jackson probably can get 3 interceptions. I think Chase Young can get 12 sacks. But Fitzpatrick just might, with his old ass, not be willing to churn his ass in the end zone anymore. Like that's the one I'd be like.
You said Fitzpatrick isn't willing?
I don't know, dude.
He's getting older, bro. He's got a family.
Bro,
I don't get. Oh my! Like, bro, we'll see when he's got we'll see. Like he's getting older.
Fitzpatrick for me, I think he's just a baller, bro. If anyone like rushes him, he's taking off or something.
He's a gamer.
He's try to like level.
He's a gamer,
right? Yeah. When he steps in there, I think it all changes for him.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, one of the best mobile quarterbacks in the league, maybe.
Dude,
he
could hit this on QB sneaks if we're being honest, though. Like I gotta consider that.
True,
as well.
true.
I would put
Real
money
quick
on
question for us: are we a pro Washington football team podcast?
Yes.
Duh.
I love Washington. I've been on them since the RG3 days. I used to memorize their roster, bro. Oh my God.
I thought you were about to drop the R word on us.
No.
It's not okay.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
But I do have some like old merch that I don't know, like if it's like, do I keep it or like, I mean, keep it, but like, I don't wear it out. Like, I don't know.
No, you can still wear it out, bro.
I would wear it out. I would still
wearing
wear
their vintage gear. Like,
it's tough. It's really tough. I'll go get it, but keep going.
Just so to like prove that it's not fake or whatever. We would do Madden leagues all together. Hunter was always the R words. Every single year when you could pick your team, he was always them.
He's so fun.
That's fire.
That's sick.
Fire. But
That is
see,
raw.
the thing is, when I put on like winter weight, like it's really short on me. But in the summer, it fits fine.
That thing is fire.
It's so fire. It's like Stitch too.
That is gas. That's some gas, baby.
All right, sorry, Dobbs, go ahead.
So we're gonna move on to the AFC East. So for the Patriots, Mac Jones, offensive rookie of the year. If you don't know my stance on this already, Lord, very, very, very possible. And then the Patriots to make the playoffs. If you know my stance on the Patriots, you know how I feel about this also. Plus 1,600.
You are a Patriots truther.
I like those odds. I like them a lot. This might be one of my favorite combinations, honestly, that I picked. But actually, this might just be my favorite.
I was about to say, Dobbs,
Because this one looks really, really possible. And the odds are just so nice if you just want to throw like just a couple bucks on it.
I agree with the first part, not the second.
No, see, that's the problem is
I'm with you all the way,
everyone's going
Dobbs.
to continue to sleep. I won't even go on another rant about this. But the Jets, for Elijah Moore to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, let me tell you, if you're sleeping on Elijah Moore, you better go get a Red Bull because you need to wake your stupid ass up. Because the problem is Elijah Moore is about to go. Literally, he needs to go for like 1,000 yards this year. I'm so serious. I could see him going for 1,000 yards on record right. I'll say it right now. This isn't even like that. This is not even the Justin Jefferson from last season rookie hype having me talk crazy. I can totally see him going crazy in the slot in that offense. And then also for the Jets to make the playoffs at plus 8,000 odds. You could either be like him. I was about to run to my fridge to get a Red Bull, or you could be like me. You could get wings. You get some fucking wings. Get you some plus 8,000 money. You know what I mean?
Jets.
That's for the Jets. You gotta exactly, bro. We're taking flight to these plus 8,000 odds.
Oh my god.
And Hunter's taking a nap.
We're asleep on the Jets.
They
haven't won since '69. We're asleep.
Stay asleep. When Quinton Williams is going stupid and making offensive linemen look like damn crash dummies, I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be coming with this energy. I'm be right here.
The plus 8,000 is enticing though. I don't know.
That's like the best thing about it. If it was like plus 1,000, I wouldn't have even done it. But plus 8,000, that's like, come on now, like.
Right. But what are the Finns getting me this year?
The Finns got an interesting one, bro. The Finns had a really weird like bunch of these. So for the Finns, I'm not gonna lie to the audience here. I feel like this one's so far-fetched. This one is so far-fetched. But it's the best one that I had. Like I said, the Dolphins had some really shitty ones.
This is only plus 2,000?
Right?
Oh my god!
The Jets one is way better than this.
We need to change this one to don't take this bet.
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding.
Honestly, don't take any of the Dolphins. There was no value for any of the Dolphins the team weird ones this year. But for this one specifically is Will Fuller, Jalen Waddle, and Devontae Parker to each have 1,000 regular receiving like to have us what like. Bro,
he couldn't even finish it.
That was in English. Yeah, I
don't even want to finish it because does this sentence even deserve?
It's so bizarre.
Does this sentence even deserve to be finished?
No. All right, next one.
Two is not going. Two is not doing
That's
that.
the problem. Like exactly. That's where that's the contingency is Tua. It's not the receiving talent. It's Tua. And we're gonna have to just see, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Wait, who's the Tua truther on here?
It's me, Connor.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
that's fair.
I think Waddle and Fuller could do it. I don't know.
Not Parker though.
Wait, isn't Fuller suspended for like 4 games?
Yeah. No, that happened last. No, he got suspended at the end of last year, right?
Yeah, but he had an 8-game suspension. Didn't he serve 4 and he has to serve another 4?
Oh, you might be right. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That bad.
Oh my god. That's actually hilarious. They're finessing people. Hunter, you saved some people some money. If anybody's gonna
only one.
Only one game. Okay.
It was a 6-game suspension. They served 5 last year.
Okay, Dobbs, I can't lie. My favorite one that you picked is next.
Well, of course, because you're our Bills truther. But hey, Josh Allen MVP. Hunter, I know you would love this one. Josh Allen MVP, Stephon Diggs over 9.5 regular season receiving touchdowns. The Bills to win the AFC. and it's only plus 2,000.
I'm throwing money on that.
If anything, the people who make these odds have some significant faith in the Bills being obviously a great offense.
They made it to the AFC Championship last year.
They just have to win one more game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and honestly, they didn't even really show up to it. So it's like the round 2 Bills, they got a chance, sure, for sure.
Better defense.
I'm gonna save my piece on this. All right, Connor, you are up. What do we like here?
All right, so I had the West divisions. So starting off in the NFC West, we got J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones over 24.5 regular season sacks combined. So that's like about 12.5 for both of them. And Budda Baker over 102 regular season solo tackles, which is plus 1,200. And so I think the sacks could happen easily. Budda Baker hit his tackle over in 2019, and then last year he had 90, so he's about like 10 short. I think this one's pretty likely for a plus 1,200 odds.
For me, the first one I think will for sure happen. The second one, Budda Baker, is just really a toss-up, right? Like you said, one year he hit it, the next year he didn't. Like, it's tough.
Right. All right. So for the LA, for the Rams, got Aaron Donald to break the regular season sack record over 22.5 plus 2,500. Given this in 2018, he had 20.5. So he just did 2 more.
Okay. What's crazy to me is that it's only plus 2,500 odds on this, because literally any other player would be like, the minimum would be like plus 5,000. But Aaron Donald's just that fucking cold. It's like, is it possible? Like, yeah. I don't see it happening, though, if I'm being honest.
Who would you rather? You have to pick one. Would you rather fight James Harrison or Aaron Donald?
James Harrison. No disrespect to James Harrison.
Have you seen James Harrison at like 45?
I'm definitely fighting James. I was going to say, especially because James Harrison is like 40.
No, in their prime. I
don't know. I have to look at their mixed martial arts.
Is neither an option?
I got to take a look at their mixed martial arts experiences.
You know what, bro? I feel like Aaron Donald will beat, but I think James Harrison just seems like he would go the extra mile to fuck you up.
He's meaner.
Mm-hmm.
He's
like
psycho.
What though? You might be able to
he wants to kill you.
You might be able to like wrestle with James Harrison. I feel like Aaron Donald was just too like compact. You can't even like if you were in fighting shape, you couldn't even like.
Oh, you're dying. You're dying with either option. It's just how you want to die. Like, do you want to get choked out by Aaron Donald or like beat to death by James Harrison?
Yeah, like James Harrison would be way more vicious and like graphic. He would like, bro, he'd like throw you like a rag doll, like slam you against shit.
Like Khalil Mack did to Tristan Wirfs, but like just have you up against the wall.
Whoa. Tristan Wirfs slander.
Bro,
I'm just saying.
Not okay.
Only one DN did that, or only one rush
that is true.
Did that.
That is true. Only sack given up all year by him.
Which is even more insane. Is like that statistic's even more insane than the fact that Mac did that to him in his rookie year.
Your next bet is improbable, Connor.
I don't know.
Very improbable.
Like this one.
Whoa.
I think Dylan like this one.
Very improbable.
Right. I knew Dylan would like this one.
So
Seahawks,
for the Seahawks, we got Russ to win MVP, and for Seattle to go undefeated at home, 15,000. So the odds are pretty damn high, but I could see.
I mean, it's like it's gonna happen. So like, no, I'm kidding.
Oh my!
I said on the pod before, I think I'm forced to bet on Russell Wilson to win MVP every year until he does it, because he will.
Until he does it.
You know what, bro? Dylan, you're gonna take this bet. He's gonna win MVP, and they'll go like 7-1 at home.
Like honestly, that would be my luck, right?
Literally,
some shit like that.
Yeah.
No, the undefeated at home, like they definitely have the biggest home field advantage, but like that's tough.
I don't know.
Tough.
That is that's so
like
tough.
all the division games you have to play the Rams at home, the Niners and Cardinals all at home.
That's exactly where they fuck people over on this bet. Like that's exactly where they
don't take it.
Money.
Maybe I don't know.
Imagine losing the first game and then they win out the rest of the season. I'd be so sick.
That's so sickening.
That's so.
Seahawks finishing 15-1 would be even more sickening.
All right,
Connor, your next one.
Let's go. You like this one? This one's actually favored odds, which is the only favored one.
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I mean, it's pretty likely. So the 49ers, Deebo, Samuel, and George Kittle need to combine for 2,000 receiving yards. I think George Kittle had 1,300 that crazy year, and I think Deebo can hit 1,000 easy. So minus 110, not too bad.
If Deebo can just stay healthy, dude, all season, which is like exactly what they've been waiting for, it's definitely going to happen. Kyle Shanahan gets the ball into his hands. He doesn't even have to go run a route. Not that he's not a good route runner. I love Deebo, but he doesn't have to run a route to go get like 20 receiving yards. He just has to catch a toss right in front of him. So it's like, like if he stays healthy, there's no way, right?
People are sleeping. People are sleeping on Deebo.
No, dude, people have been sleeping on Deebo. But then again, it's because his health is allowed for them to be sleep. If he was there every single week, nobody would be sleeping anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that one's just a feeling one. You know, if you think they're going to stay healthy, go for it. If not, fade it. Fade me. I don't give a fuck. So going AFC West, the Broncos. This one's also not very crazy odds. So it's Von Miller and Bradley Chubb to combine for over 19.5 regular season sacks, plus 160.
Honestly, I feel like I was gonna say those probably like really good odds for it because I feel like they'd lose a lot of money. Like I would put money on this for sure if the odds were like.
This is one of the more likely ones to happen.
I feel like Bradley Chubb's Bradley Chubb hasn't even had that like breakout yet. Like I can see that Bradley Chubb's gonna have I feel like a fat seat. Like I don't want to say a specific number, but he's gonna get up there. Like he's gonna be like close to leading league in sacks. Everyone's gonna be like, yo. This is that value that they drafted for.
I mean, they're both capable of going. They're both capable of going for like 12, 13, 14, 15 each. So like
that's exactly the range I'm thinking. I didn't even want to say because he shits the bed this year, gets injured again, but like fucking doing it's out there now. Like that's exactly what I'm thinking.
I think that if they're both healthy, they can hit that.
All right, so I think this one's my favorite one of all the specials I got. It's for the Chiefs. We got Nick Bolton to win Defensive Rookie of the Year and Mahomes to be regular season MVP, plus 12,000. 12,000.
It's so possible. Like it's so possible for plus 12,000. This, along with like the Elijah Moore one and like a couple others, or like whatever, however, is ones like you might as well just put like $5 on it.
Connor,
if one of it's you'll make back way more than the $5 that you put on them.
The only thing I don't like about these bets is like, I don't like when someone who's already won MVP is like in the bet for MVP because I always find it's a lot harder to win your second MVP.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good point.
They definitely like to like spread it out and give it to someone that hasn't won it before. Connor, real quick, give a little rundown on Nick Bolton for people that aren't really that aware of him.
Hell yeah.
Me and Dobbs have done the tape on Nick Bolton. All right. This guy is your prototypical linebacker. I mean, he does everything. Great run defender, and he's got a great coverage grade as well. Big hitter. I mean, there's just no weaknesses to his game. And the Chiefs have had probably the worst linebacking core for the last like 3 or 4 years. I swear to God, watching Anthony Hitchens play linebacker for the Chiefs is just fucking painful. So now they finally have a true middle linebacker and a true number 2 linebacker as well. I got to give a little shout out to Willie Gay.
Yes, sir.
I did take Willie Gay's Defensive Rookie of the Year odds last year, and it did not hit. But that's all right. He only played like 2 games. But yeah, I mean, Mahomes pretty likely to win MVP. Nick Bolton, if you think he can do it, go for it.
You know, I got to stay in there too, Connor. I got to throw in this tidbit. You know what? Nick Bolton has the one thing you can't teach: killer instincts. He's coming to kill you behind the line of scrimmage. Killer instincts.
Absolutely. He's got that high motor.
And Devin Bush has those same instincts. Devin White has those same instincts. That killer, like that, like they want to maul you behind the line of scrimmage. It's exactly what you want modern.
They were both up for depoy. So
I'm gonna be honest. I like a lot of your bets because this next Chargers one too. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Should hit.
I like this one. Yeah, I didn't do too many crazy odds, but so for the Chargers, I got Joey Bosa over 11.5 regular season sacks, plus the Chargers to make the playoffs at plus 400. And both seasons that Joey Bosa played 16 games, he hit the season sacks. So if he's fully healthy and you think the Chargers are going to make the playoffs, you're going to get a plus 400 odd for it.
Yeah.
This is like the type of bet to throw like 100 on, bro. Like this is almost like gotta happen as long as he doesn't get injured.
Right.
But with Joey Bosa, you never know. Like that is
scary.
All right, my last one for the AFC West for the Raiders. I got Darren Waller over 1,100 receiving yards, and Josh Jacobs over 8.5 regular season rushing touchdowns at plus 310. I think Waller's gonna hit it. Not so sure about Jacobs.
I feel like yes for Jacobs. I was gonna say I don't know for Waller.
Interesting.
Because I think with having like Ruggs too, and like a little bit more time in that offense, I don't know. I just feel like Derek Carr is gonna distribute the ball a little bit more evenly this year, and I think teams are actually gonna like. Not that they didn't before. I just think teams are going to game plan for Waller because he's such a fucking game breaker now. Last year was he's been balling, but like last year he spazzed.
No, that's a great point, bro. That is a great point.
True, but I mean, if you think Jacobs is going to hit and I think Waller's going to hit, then I guess they're both bound to hit.
Might as well throw that my apartment lease on it. I'm sure my landlord would be happy. Okay, so that will wrap it up for Connor. I have my NFC North. So the Packers did not have any because of the Rodgers drama, I believe. We all looked. We couldn't find it. We did all this off DraftKings, off the team specials. So Chicago, plus 250. Allen Robinson, 6 receiving touchdowns, and David Montgomery to get 8 or more rushing touchdowns. I think it's a pretty easy lock. I mean, like 8 is not that much. I think Allen Robinson being the top receiver and then having fucking Justin Fields, like, come on. Anyway, also, I heard something that they're not extending him right now, which is really fucking concerning. Doesn't make any sense, really, but whatever. Okay, Packers none. Vikings. Plus 275, Dalvin Cook over 1,450 and a half rushing yards, and then Adam Thielen over 9 touchdowns or 9.5 touchdowns. I still think Thielen's going to get his red zone targets. Dalvin Cook, one of the best rushers in the league easily, but injuries do scare me with him. But plus 275 is not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna preface this right now. Detroit had a shitty fucking line of bets. So they have a plus 1,000 for the Detroit Lions to have a winning record. I don't know. If I had to put money on any of them, it would be this one because like the payout's so much better because I'm not betting on the Lions, anything else. I'm not betting anything else. So in the off chance that the Dan Campbell effect takes heavy place in the Detroit vicinity, they might have a winning record. So it's plus 1,000 if you want to play with it a little bit. This is the next one that I really like. Plus 400, Baker over 29.5 touchdowns and Jarvis Landry over 1,000 yards. I think Baker, this is his make or break year.
Let's go.
He better come out this year. I think he's been working on it, and I think all the change has kind of calmed down. I think he's going to be able to get in his element. So plus 400, I think it's not a bad bet. Yeah,
Year 2 in the Stefanski scheme. Yeah, I promise you, he's gonna snap.
No, he's definitely coming.
And Jarvis Landry, I think, is a little bit more reliable than OBJ. So OBJ is healthy, but I do think he messes with injuries a little bit. Even though the Browns have a ton of weapons, I think Landry's a very good receiver. Okay, going on to Pittsburgh, plus 300. TJ Watt, 13.5 sacks, and Minka Fitzpatrick over 4.5 interceptions. That's plus 300. The Minka one kind of scares me. 5 interceptions is a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot, but it was the best bet out of everything. A lot of them were like touchdowns from Roethlisberger, and I'm not fucking betting anything on that.
But he's on a diet.
He's on a diet after what, 20 years in the NFL? Like he's already going to be retiring. Like anyway, 13 and a half sacks, TJ Watt, nothing crazy. This is the throw the mortgage, throw your kids' college tuition, put everything on this one bet.
Oh, shit.
That's
The
me knocking on wood,
Ravens,
if you can
the
hear it.
Ravens, I am throwing at least 100 on this, at least.
Oh my God.
Plus 2,800.
Oh.
Justin Tucker, not to miss a field goal during the regular season. This is one of the greatest kickers of all time. I think he missed I don't even know. All I know is he didn't hit it last year and he didn't hit it the year before by like 1 or 2. Like it's very minimal. This is the year he does it. I know it's kind of hard because he's got an extra game this year, and I don't know if this count extra points or not. It just says field goals. So 2,800, Justin Tucker not missing a field goal during the regular season. Okay, next one.
Sorry, real quick. Every single Sunday on Red Zone, Justin Tucker comes up to kick. You're sweating. You're like, please, God, make it. Please, please.
Well,
please.
this is
Literally
thing.
sweating.
The biggest thing.
You're like,
The
"Fuck,
biggest
dude, if he
thing
misses this,
is
I'm out
not going to
100."
be. The biggest thing is if this counts extra points or not. I feel like they would have specified if it did. So I'm banking on the fact that it doesn't, and also I'm banking on the fact that the Ravens score a ton of touchdowns and don't kick the ball that much. But anyway, going into the Bengals, there wasn't any good bets here. You guys know I don't like Joe Mixon. He's the fakest fucking round 2 running back you're ever going to get.
Oh, my.
So it's plus 400 for Burrow over 50 yards and Mixon 1K rushing yards.
I just want to say that Joe Mixon's a lock, so you don't have to worry about that portion.
Then bet it. Put $50 on this bet. Then it's plus 400.
Connor, this is a good one, dude. You should put 50.
Yeah, you heard Dobbs. It's a good one. Do it.
I like it. I might do it. We might have to ride with this one.
Somebody ask Ralph if I can put the money on it.
Oh.
Shit.
While we're on it real quick.
I dropped the bomb.
While we're on it real quick, interesting statistic on Joe Mixon that I found out today while I was doing some fantasy research. Hunter, this is going to kill you. Joe Mixon only played in 6 games. Not a big sample size, I know. But when he did play, he was top 10 in fantasy points per game for running back.
Yeah, because I know there was like 2 of those fucking games where he like spazzed and the rest he had like 3 yards. It's always like that. He always has like 2 games where he spazzes, and that's the week you got him on the bench because you're like, this dude's been getting like 40 attempts and 40 yards. Fuck this dude.
Connor, what was his nickname in college, bro? I always forget. Connor, what was his nickname in college again?
He was a dog at OU.
He had a fired college
though.
nickname that rhymed. Something that rhymed with Mixon,
Dude,
and I can't remember what it was. And I'm like,
Mixon mixed him.
Mixon?
No, Mixon mixed him.
If I'm not mistaken,
dude, we're trademarks. We're just going crazy right now.
They had a 1-2 punch with Trey Sermon and Joe Mixon. Kind of fucking deadly at OU.
That's kind of cool.
That was crazy.
Well, that's gonna wrap up my bets. Like I said, I would recommend. I'm personally betting the Justin Tucker one, and I'll probably bet the Bear. I'm going to bet the Bears one and the Baker one. But yeah, Dylan, you want to take over your bets?
Yeah, so I kind of went a little overboard with a few teams because I got so excited. So I'll just rattle them off real quick. So I have the South, both NFC and AFC. First one, we're going down to Tampa with the Super Bowl champs. We have 3 bets that I think are actually decent value. JPP and Shaq Barrett to combine for over 24.5 sacks, the same number that Connor, who's your duo?
JJ Watt and Chandler Jones.
Similar situation, I think. I think it's, I don't want to say super likely, but there's a good chance that they hit that. The next one, and they have this bet for every single team, but I just think the Bucs, it's pretty likely. Tampa Bay to finish first in the NFC, get the number 1 seed in the regular season. Plus 200. I like it a lot also. And then the last one, you're just riding with the big 3. AB, Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans combined for 3,500 receiving yards altogether. I really like this one because
I like it.
Yeah, there's nothing else to say there.
So they all need to go for what, 1,150?
That'd be like split up, divided by 3. Yeah.
Oh, that's insane. But
Yeah.
it's Tom Brady.
But someone could pull extra weight, get like 1,500, so
I bet Godwin pulls is more than his own weight.
I would like that. All right. So now we're going down to the Bayou. What up, Dobbs? We got the Saints. I don't know. There were some that were iffy. This was my favorite one. Cameron Jordan to get over 9 sacks. Demario Davis to get over 84.5 tackles. Demario Davis has done it twice in recent years, but he's like switched off. So he didn't get it, then he got it, then he didn't get it, and then he got it again. That's the one that's up in the air. If Cameron Jordan's healthy and he's feeling like himself, I think he should get 10 sacks pretty easily this year. All right, the Falcons. Hotlanta. I got 2 of them. I think they're fun, and it's just both the 2 receivers. So the first one is Kyle Pitts to break the rookie tight end receiving yards record, over 1,076 yards, plus 300 odds. You might as well take it. He's a freak of nature. He's just an all-around beast, similar to Kelvin Johnson in measurements. So why not, right?
It's only plus 300. That is literally, he should feel so proud of himself. He hasn't even played a snap in the NFL. The odds for him to break a record that's been standing and was expected to be only plus 300.
It's a dirty ATL.
He's stepping in a good situation. No Julio. I think he should see a big percentage of the target share. So the next one, we're doing Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts over 2,250 receiving yards, and that's at plus 140. So a little bit smaller odds here, but I'm not kidding when I tell you this. Russell Gage is okay. They have another guy that's just okay. It's going to be Kyle Pitts and Ridley that are eating, and I'm even repping the Falcons right now. Let's go. All right, we're going down to the Panthers now. DJ Moore over 7.5 regular season receiving touchdowns, and Christian McCaffrey over 14.5 regular season rushing touchdowns. It's a big odds, plus 1,200. I like DJ Moore to get this. Christian McCaffrey scares me because he gets a lot of work through the air. So, it's just, it's tough. And then we are going into the AFC South now. I think I was talking to you guys about this one with the Colts. I love this one. I think crazy odds, but kind of likely here. Ready? Kwity Paye to win Defensive Rookie of the Year and Jonathan Taylor to lead the league in rushing yards. I know they're 2 big things, but awards are pretty much given to edge defenders, it seems like, on the defensive side of the ball. Get the sack number up. Kwity Paye, he might have a chance, right? JT, he could eat too. If you're feeling it, you're a Colts fan. I don't know, throw 10 on it, something. All right, Hunter, you are going to love this one. The Titans, Ryan Tannehill over 28.5 passing touchdowns, Derrick Henry over 13.5 rushing touchdowns, and Julio Jones over 6.5 receiving touchdowns. You're pretty much betting on the entire offense except for AJ Brown. But if you're feeling the Titans this year, you want to have a little fun, toss some money on it.
What are the odds for this?
Plus 250, sorry.
It should be negative 10,000. This is hitting.
The
honestly, fact that there's a plus next to the number is fucking respectful.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of crazy that these odds are even as low as they are. No, sorry, Hunter, but to me, it's just 3 things below plus 300, plus 250. That's pretty low odds for 3 things. So do it that way you will. All right. So I had the Texans, and they literally had the worst odds. They might as well have been the Packers and just didn't put anything, because it was a couple of them. It was Brandon Cooks to.
That was the only one I just checked.
Yeah, it was Brandon Cooks over some yardage, and who's throwing him the ball? Davis Mills, maybe. I don't know.
Tyrod.
I'm not.
That's Davis
right
Mills' team.
All right, we're going on to the Jaguars now. I think this is a really fun one. A really fun one. We got Travis Etienne, James Robinson, and Trevor Lawrence to combine for over 1,750.5 rushing yards. I don't know. Hey, Trevor Lawrence, he actually runs more than you would think. It'll be interesting to see how he plays in the NFL, though. Like, he did that at Clemson a lot. James Robinson is going to eat. We all know he is. We don't know how much ETN will be involved in the rushing game because there have been a ton of reports for him at
this is only plus 150
odds.
by the chance. Yeah, this is plus 150.
Okay, so plus 150. It seems like it's likely to happen between three guys get 1750 rushing yards. Not bad. And that sums it up for me.
Y'all ready for this?